You have, yeah, you have so many new buttons because I made you the king of bonk bonk bonk. Say I'm coloring blue angst and tragedy today. What I decided. So I've decided we're working on. Chance is very excited to be here. Of course, Best Boy is. Oh, I gotta put my thing back on. I decided we're working on Blue Angst and Tragedy today because I was working on your commission, but I don't work on commissions on stream. Um, I know you don't care. That's not the point. Um, There's my pen. No, I was just sitting there and my brain was like, I want to draw, but at the same time, I want to stream. Oh, I didn't even erase that. Look at me. Um, and then my brain just said, why not? I know we normally don't stream until 7, but then we said, why not? Let's just go for it. Um, and dude, it has been snowing all freaking day. Um, we got hit. Like, it was absolutely fine, and then the pressure dropped, and just we got hit so hard. It's been snowing all freaking day. And when I talked to Dr. L about it yesterday, because I had therapy, she had said that she didn't think anything was gonna stick because it's not the ground's not frozen enough. And yeah, well, I would beg to differ. Um, and I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say if I only get the base colors down today because we've seen what's happened for the past 2 days. Um, every time I say if I only get the base colors down, I'll be happy, and then I end up like cranking out the whole thing in one run. Um, so I'm not gonna say it today. It's just whatever I get done, I'm happy with. Yeah, I'm sure you have lots of new buttons. Hello! Welcome to the stream. Welcome for welcome and thank you for popping in and hanging out. I'm coloring Blue having a very bad day. Um a vote thing. Did I give you too much power? Will Kira get the whole thing done again? Yes or no? D- I gave you, see, and the thing is like I couldn't. This is why I gave you power. Um, because um I couldn't get polls and stuff going while I'm playing Kingdom Hearts because I can't get to the other screen. And oh, I didn't tell you I bought Final Fantasy X. So that I did tell you I bought Final Fantasy X. I bought Final Fantasy X so we can stream it. That pack came from 10 with 10 and 10 2. I bought Final Fantasy 16 so we can stream it, and I never played 16 because that was when I had a concussion. And you know how I was about bright flashy lights. That was not a fun time. And then I bought the duck game, not duck, the goose game, because I thought that would be fun to play on stream. I have a bunch of free games that I've been accumulating that I thought would be fun to play on stream. Um, I thought it would be fun to just have a day to not get throat punched by Kingdom Hearts and just like have a day to just be a terrible goose. Um, see, this week is good because I'm not gonna lie, the end of Aqua's game is rough. Um, yeah, I know, but like Terra's is bad, and it's bad, and then like you get through the bad, and then you have to do it again, and then Ven is bad, and then you get through the bad, and then you have to go into Aqua. And Aqua's is you get through her whole story, and it's bad, and then new chapters unlock. And that's why we've been playing Uncritical. Because the chapters after all three stories that I need to unlock won't unlock unless you're either a completionist or you play Uncritical. And that's why we've been playing Uncritical, because you won't get the last chapters of the game unless I do it. But that also means I have to fight some of the hardest bosses in the game on frickin' Critical. I've pulled you into the Kingdom Hearts rabbit hole with me. Where you're in this for the long haul now. You have so many fun emojis. I haven't programmed that many into my thing yet. Granted, I don't have affiliate yet. It let me put some stuff in, and it doesn't completely delete all my VODs because I have my my Amazon Prime connected. But I don't have affiliate yet, so I only have so many fun emojis. Um, Say, and I was thinking, since we were talking about it yesterday, about doing a art compliment stream again. I thought about it and I was like, dude, I'm like 50 people out from 4K, which just fucking messes with me in like the best way, but at the same time, like I said, that's the most followers I've ever had on social media ever, so my brain's just kind of like, whoa, that's a lot of people. But I thought about it and I thought maybe I will set stuff up to do an art compliment stream again once I hit 4K. Yeah, it is amazing. It's crazy, especially because I think of things in the terms of work. Because work is a bar, restaurant, concert venue, and our biggest sold out show is 1,200 people. So like I have double a sold out show at work, and I know how massive a sold out show crowd looks like at work. So my brain just is like thinking about that many people in a room, and it's like holy shit. But yeah, I definitely think maybe when I hit 4K, I'll set stuff up again so that I can do an art stream and have yes, please go get Best Boy his food, get puppy food. But do an art stream that is a compliment stream again. I was doing them at the beginning of the year and I was uploading the VODs to YouTube today, and what I used to do is at the beginning of the year, it was easier at the beginning of the year because I was off work because I had surgery on my hand. I used to run art shares, but I wouldn't comment on anybody's work because I would show it on stream. Mind you, I wrote this was all in the thing, so like it was totally with consent. I'm not gonna show people's art without consent. And I would compliment their art on stream, so I didn't have a character limit, and I could like you guys could actually hear my voice when I say, wow, this is really good. And I was doing streams like that, but I started to feel kind of burned out because I felt like I was getting really repetitive. I felt like I'd say the same compliment over and over. So I started feeling really repetitive, and I started feeling like I wasn't complimenting to the best of my ability, because I don't like just giving compliments that are like, hey, this is good work, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not for me. But I think I might do one again at 4K. I might set that up because I normally do art streams at 4K, but at follower milestones. But I don't know. I kind of want this one to be special because that's so many freaking people. Like my brain is struggling to wrap around that many people. It's such a freaking big number. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm following. I remember what I was doing. But I didn't color your hand, sir. Yeah, so look out for that. I might have that, because how I had it work is like I'd post the art share on Blue Sky, and I'd put a date in of like, this is when I'm gonna do the stream, and I'll do it at this date at this time. God damn it. Right when he left and he didn't get to bonk people. But I'd put in a thing being like, I'm gonna do it at this date, at this time, and then people would post like a regular art share, but then on that day, on that time, I would show all the pieces one by one and compliment them on stream. So then you guys can like hear my voice. You can hear me get excited. Because I do really get actually excited. It's just, you can't hear inflection in text. didn't even know he could make poles. Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's yelling at me. I can't. I'm like, can I participate in my own poll? No, I cannot. Um. Say, I don't think I'll get the whole thing done because I have like a lot of fancy lighting in my head. But we'll see. The last 2 days I've said if I can only get the flats done, I'll be happy, and then I just like lock the fuck in and do everything. Um, saying yesterday I had to ink, so like I don't know. We'll see. I need to like hammer out a schedule better. Because right now I'm only doing stuff on Mondays and Tuesdays at 7 because I don't work Tuesday and Wednesday. But I work very early in the morning. I punch in at like 4 a.m. So I normally don't stream on Wednesdays. Today is the exception because alas, I do not work tomorrow as it is Turkey Day. I'm lazy. I don't want to fix it. Thank you. I'll say these are the one I worked on not yesterday. Yesterday was still plot though. The one I worked on Monday and this one were going to be part of a comic in my brain, but I kind of work it out piece by piece. And it's kind of in tie to the comic piece I drew in like March, which wasn't intending to be a comic, but it ended up being a comic. My brain kind of said, "What if?" And I was like, "Damn, you're right." And I kind of work a little messy, but it's okay. It all works out in the end. It makes sense in my brain, I promise. That, please. Thank you. I don't remember what color I made the inside. Ah, stop it. Thank you. side of that. I know Symphonia's is dark. I don't remember what Sealu's is. Where are you, boys? There you are. Oh yeah, his is dark. That's okay. I was right. Okay. Okay, I just get 2 shoes. I'm just gonna do some shoes. That's why I said I'm not talking about freaking base colors. Oh, I gotta do your necklaces too, dude. Can I see your earrings? No, you'd be able to see one of them. I gotta do all kinds of cleanup on your hair, dude. Too, CeeLo. That's better. Okay, now you do your shoes. Okay, hold on. You'd see a little bit of them, but you wouldn't see the end of the chain. And here, alright. I'm gonna make this worse for this poor man. Trust the process. Oh shit, I didn't put that on its own layer. You want to see how bad this has gotten? I would cheer for you, but I think root beer's nasty, so more for you. You're not ready for how bad this has gotten. Yeah, I think root beer's nasty, so more for you. I think it tastes like Pepto Bismol, and it's gross. So no, that's more for you. But yes, this is how bad it's gotten. He's having a bad day. Um, I think they're all bad. Hold on. Let me zoom in on his face so you can really see how bad it is. Yeah, he's yeah. But to be fair, if I just saw my significant other break in half, I would probably have a face like that too. Because Brain says this is the he just saw him get thrown into a bizarre stand and take it down with his body weight. Um, I mean, not just that. Um, Symphonia is standing there saying he's sturdy when we both know that he is a popsicle situation. Um, that he is a popsicle sculpture situation. Symphonia will tell you he's sturdy, but we both know the truth about that. With Elmer's glue stick. Symphonia trying to convince you that he's sturdy, but we know the truth. Like I'm absolutely convinced that if Sidon had not been with them, Symphonia wouldn't have made it. And like, I mean, I hate to say that, but like, but I am convinced if they hadn't had her, he wouldn't have made it. The fucking cat is broken. Come fix him. You know, only again for like the 20th time this week. See, it's like he has the reverse problem. All through the Mysterican times, Silu had the problem that, Cat kept getting his ass kicked and he wouldn't put his fists up. And now he has the problem that he's in Wonderland and Cat keeps getting his ass kicked, but that's because he can't stop putting his fists up. Nothing big. Symphonia only put his fists up and started a fight with a big monster that wants to eat them. I mean, at the very least, I totally believe he deserves to have an actual, like, true fight with him. After everything, I totally believe Silu has earned a fight with him, but I definitely want him to meet Revan and have the, like, flashback clash of the gods. You know, honestly, if anybody deserves to get, like, has earned to get that final blow on him, I think it should be Tulta. Like, don't get me wrong, Voltaire put Sudan, uh, Silu, and Symphonia through some fucking hell, but, like, I think it should be Tulta. Um, well, if they can find Reaver's Claw, we have a puff and we can fix it. I mean, to be fair, he thinks he lost his cat too. So like, I don't really blame him. To him, like, his entire family's gone, so like, I get it. And then they're like, lol, no, here's your cat. Please watch this thing. It keeps getting hurt. I mean, Vario was also a special problem for Tulta, though, because not only was he under his direct command, he trained him. Exactly, they've known each other for forever. He knew Vario since Vario was just a kid. Like, literally everywhere, unless he was on cat duty. Well, yeah. Of course he doesn't want anything to happen to them, but that's not the point. Okay, hold on. I need to get a little cheeky and see if that'll work, because I realized I need to do something and I'm lazy. Oh god, that was 23. I promise this will make sense in a minute. If it does what I want it to do, it'll make sense in a minute. Haha, it worked. I'm lazy. Well, yeah, I would expect that. I mean, Haya is quite actually very angry. I don't blame him though. I mean, I don't really blame Shark Boy either. To be fair, he doesn't have the time. Bird Boy doesn't have the time to be like angry. He has next to Tati, he has the most medically complicated cat. The cat just kept getting more medically complicated. Well, Creature was also there when a crab punched his cat. To be fair, Silu has also had to deal with the universe consistently trying to take back his cat. Symphonia is very angry. Well, I don't know. Hold on. Let me think that out. Because Suleim is not angry at all. Like he's just living. He's vibing. He's living life. He's learning life. He's living life. He's fine. Sara was very naive and very overly trusting. That's how he got his ass fucking poisoned. Yes, Suleim is that emoji. So was Sara, honestly. Because that's how he got his ass fucking poisoned. He just trusted way too much. Somehow Sweet Tamas didn't learn shit, and still was very trusting and very peaceful and very guys calm down, and that's how he got his ass shot. And then Shulta happened, and he was very cautious. He was much more cautious and much more not willing to trust, and much more nervous. He wasn't angry though. He wasn't really angry though. He was just very cautious and very like guarded. But he still was just generally pretty nice. Yeah, he is where Anxiety Orange started. But I mean, to be fair, he's the fourth life, and 3 of them did not have good goes of it. We're gonna save for a minute, and then Strunglass happened, and he was fucking angry. But he was angry in a way where he got angrier once he realized how the world treated Octave. And then he just kept getting progressively angrier. We're not totally here yet, but I need to do something for brain's sake. And then, after the way they died, it affected Rezatine when he came in, and he was extra angry and extra guarded. And he just didn't really want anything to do with the world. But he still wasn't, like, furious. And then we got to Stratochide, who honestly was a very scared man. He was extremely anxious, constantly scared, didn't trust people, just wanted to live by himself with him and his cat, leave me alone. He's pretty down with kids because he was a teacher, so he loved teaching his students. He did like going to the bar and playing his mandolin, but like he was very anxious and just did not want to interact with the world. He was pretty positive that everything in the world was out to get him, and honestly, he was fucking right. I don't really blame him. Then we move to Satelua, and Satelua was really angry. But he took his anger out on the world through the battlefield. And he also just kind of like had a way of not really giving a damn of what anybody thought of him. He was there, he's a soldier, his job is to fight the Windarians, and like that's it. That's why I'm here. Leave me alone. I don't really care what you think of me. I'm not here to make friends, like he said to Tati. And then his morale, he went from hiss to morale because he met a silly little star creature. And his morale came out. All of the orange, their meow started coming out more when their universe assigned blue showed up. And then we get to Symphonia, and honestly, Symphonia was pretty okay. But then he had Keepina show up, and Keepina put a lot of stress on him. And then he started having the weird crazy fans, and that more stressed him out and made him really anxious. Symphonia, I can't begin to talk about how anxious Symphonia is. And then the anger didn't really start building in Symphonia, honestly, until Suxu and Laiki. Because they were supposed to be people that he could trust, and they were supposed to be united and helping, teach this kid that he loves so much, and then they proceeded to use everything he loved and everyone he cared about as weapons against him. And then he started getting really mad. That's when his anger started coming out. So honestly, no, if I was gonna say which one of the orange lives was the angriest, I would give that anger to strong gloss. I'd give it to number 5. I'd give it to him because he was so furious about Octave. Symphonia is pretty high up there, but honestly, the only reason I'm really giving Symphonia to the second slot is because he's still alive. Because he's had the time to just get angry. I'll work with that more in a minute. Symphonia is less angry and more. Symphonia is extremely anxious. Yeah, Symphonia is extremely grumpy. He is a very grumpy orange cat. I would also say high levels of anger existed with Satelua. Satelua really just didn't. He fucking hated society. He didn't give a shit. He literally, like, Tati was his only I give a damn, and he didn't care about fucking anything. But Satelua lost his family real early. Like, he doesn't even remember his parents. He just lost them to the war, and he lost him into an attack on the kingdom, and because I want to imagine that his parents died in one of the times that the Windarians actually attacked on Mysterican grounds. And he just, nope, fuck it. Exactly. Like, Tati made him care about him. Tati cared so much for him that it made him care about himself. Because for a while, Satelua was very like, I'm a soldier if I die, that's what we do. That's what soldiers freaking do. Like, I don't care. I will fight, and I'm not gonna purposely go out of my way to, like, try to get myself killed, but if I die, I die. That's what soldiers do. And then Tati came along, and it all changed. And then, unfortunately for Tati, they went out to dinner one night, and said cat got throat punched by a crab. Um, Yeah, he definitely. See that, and that's it. That's the reverse. Miss Symphonia went from a domesticated house cat that was just a fluffy palace cat to a feral street cat you had to pull out of the trash. And then the difference is that Talua was the feral street cat who lived in the trash, got pulled out of the trash, and then got put in a house with a loving family for the first time in his life. She was feral and just got more feral. It's not done, but I'd say that's decent progress for the night. And we went for about 2 hours. I'm content. I know, like I said, I wasn't gonna say it today. Because I knew I'd get further. It's not done. I still need to shade his shoe and shade the inside of the cloak, and I need to do a lot of like backgrounding and detailing and stuff. But and I need to work with the lighting layer. Um, See, because that's the fun thing is the way I do lighting, I can make it real bad real quick. Um, but it's decent progress. It's better. It's I would be too if I saw my significant other just get thrown into a food stall and see that food stall go down with his body weight. Um, Especially when you know significant other is a well constructed popsicle sculpture. Um, but I'd say it's pretty decent for the day. So I think I'm gonna stop streaming for the night. I'm content. I'll still bother you in Discord. I appreciate the people that came and hung out. Um, we will stream Monday at 7, and we need to decide what we're streaming. I'll probably start going back to Kingdom Hearts. You love my new powers. I might go back to Kingdom Hearts. I gotta run around and train Aqua. But, yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out, guys.